Greetings and salutations, humans. This is Froggy and Friends, and we are playing Grit. Alrighty. Last session. Frederick went home. He enjoyed a train ride, waking up, enjoying a stroll, and seeing his childhood home burnt to a crisp. Then he woke up. It wasn't that bad, just a little bit of a nightmare. Then he finally got off the train, walked to his childhood home, got dissed by his dad, his mom, the groundskeeper, met Obadiah. Obadiah started a fight. Frederick and Lady Death ended Obadiah. So that was an awkward time with family. You got a special fortune. You pocketed some coins. The gun smelled putrid. Let's see here. Then everyone, Frederick went back home, met Fury. Everyone got on the train, went to Chicago, met Claudia, a woman in her mid-40s with about mid-range clothing and whatnot. Sent there to help out an Andre Vaughn. Gregory Hawthorne was the first quote-unquote victim. At the kind of dilapidated mansion. People were paying $15. Now they're paying more to kind of drop the numbers. They do 3 to 5 tours a week. There's a partial spiral staircase with a big hole in the steps. And then as Claudia stated that there had been a triple, like a 2 times where the husband had killed the entire family. Fury said, "That's bad luck." And Jade turned to him as an upstairs door and a downstairs door slammed as wind kind of kicked up. And she said, "Keep your mouth shut." And that's where we left off.
Oh, good times.
Great oldies, 94.9. So what do you guys do?
I want to look and see if I can see anything.
Well, which way are you looking? Like
where the doors sound, the slamming.
Okay, well, one was upstairs to your right, and then the other one was to your left, and it seemed to your left, because there's a let's see, because you entered the home, there's a large entryway, then there's the steps going up, and to the left it looks like there's rooms, and upstairs there must be bedrooms, and then to the right it looks like there's possibly a dining room and other things that way. So the door slammed to your left, and then the other one was up to the right. And remember that the wood floors are creaking, so stealthing would be very difficult if you were going to look around that way.
I think we should split the party up and go investigate each one of the noises.
Yes.
Okay. Like the last thing you should do.
That is an idea.
Just one
I'm
second.
on board.
Yes.
I love it.
I'm afraid of you.
I love that, Froggy.
Yes, split the
I'm just
party.
a wee little lad.
Please split
Anything
the party.
to cause chaos.
Yeah, I need to modify where that is, I think.
I mean,
What did you?
So, how are you splitting up? Just so I can actually know.
Well, I don't know if we actually are.
Well, you specified it, so I thought you were going to do that. So, what do you guys
I
do?
mean, I think the vote's 3-1.
Well,
Right.
she's also the
It's
boss,
2-2.
too.
Oh, it's 2
Yeah, he
to
was
3.
too.
But Fury would not necessarily like he would not initiate this. So really, it's whatever you guys want to do is what Fury would do. He's trying to learn how to do this.
Because he's a follower.
Yeah, and that's really it. And he just got in trouble for opening his yapper. So Froggy, while they're deciding, can I ask you a quick question?
I might have an answer.
This is about my new character. We didn't get around to finishing this one thing. Could you remind me which two scores I add up to get bigger and which two I get for resolve? That way I don't mess it up.
Vigor is your athleticism. No, it's your athleticism plus your resistance.
Okay.
And your resolve is your willpower plus your discipline.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome and stuff. So what are you guys gonna do?
I'll do whatever the group wants.
I think we should. Let's do it. Let's split it.
Who wants to go with who? I guess is then the question.
Well, I would want to go with someone strong. I'm not very strong.
You could go with me. You want to go upstairs?
Sure.
All right.
They don't have
Just
brains. Which are the
The
two?
tale of the bromance.
No.
The one-sided bromance.
Do you want to roleplay now or you want us to just go for it?
You
Courtney.
you can go for it.
And then is Claudia gonna go with you guys or?
Oh,
Yeah, what is she doing, Froggy?
That's a good question.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
hear a sound. I can't tell what it is.
Mhm. Yeah.
Can you hear the wind blowing and stuff now? Or no?
I can hear it, yeah.
Oh, I can hear it.
That wind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. Well, what is Claudia, right?
Yep,
I
Claudia.
don't know if I can that. What is Claudia doing? before we just hang
Her
out?
her back is against the left wall of the entrance, and she's just her eyes are darting around.
Fury's just gonna go, and he's gonna point up the stairs and start walking because he doesn't want to say anything and get in trouble again. And he's not.
Cedric will follow Fury.
Let the record show it's stairs. I'm sure are creaking ridiculously. Big guy like this would know it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Cedric would follow him.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut the wind at the moment. So you're and so you have to walk around this big hole in the steps. So I'm gonna actually have you do a acrobatics.
Ooh.
Oh no, these are the worst.
The last game, anyways.
Yo.
So growing up on a ship, mine's actually pretty good. Let's hope my dice honor this. That'll be two
Pretty
success
good.
for me, Frog.
All right, you bound over it just fine.
Great. And I don't have a weapon or anything
Oh, no.
going up there.
You have absolutely nothing.
Well, I have my stuff on me, but I don't have it. I'm not holding my harpoon up or anything.
Well, where is your harpoon? Like, did you leave it on the sleigh, or do you actually have it?
I have it. It's on
It's
my
on.
my back. Still.
Because
Okay.
it hit the top of the door a couple times.
Yeah. Well, that was in the hotel. I learned to crouch
Yeah.
this place, but yeah.
Okay, all I'm thinking of is it's Counter Strike when people are crouched around, just walking around everywhere, all crouched. That's all I'm imagining. And your harpoon is dragging on the floor as you're going.
And it's really loud the whole time.
Because the ring on the back.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I didn't want to So yeah, I'm not being threatening or anything. I'm just going for it. So
Frederick,
I'll just walk to wherever the door was, unless somebody else has something they want to do.
So Frederick and Jade are keeping track of Claudia, I would suppose, since she's like. Okay.
Cool. Well, then I'm just gonna go knock on the door. Hello?
So it's just Fury upstairs, and he's just knocking on a door upstairs.
I think so.
I guess that. Oh, okay. Do I have to? I would follow, but do I have to make an athletics as well?
And acrobatics, yes.
Acrobatics. This is gonna go awful.
I just
Well,
envision like a really long
I would
on the doors.
I
and
would
just on the first one.
I would
Yeah.
reach out my hand to Fury and be like,
Ooh,
Fury, I'm going to need a little bit of help here, and then now I will roll.
All right,
I
so
would for sure walk back over and help him if I can.
okay, Fury, you can roll a
You're awesome.
single d20 to help
Okay.
him.
Surprisingly, one success.
One success for
6
you.
and 11.
Okay, so Cedric puts his hand out, and as he's stepping, and the timing is perfect where you grab him, and he does like the red skeleton step over the hole. Like he would have just went down and been gone.
Ooh.
And he barely makes it over, and you're going up. So you already knocked on the door and came back down,
Yeah.
I guess. Roll an observation to see if you hear anything on the other side.
That'll be no successes.
Oh,
You're just hearing a lot of wind.
what the?
Okay.
Like
then
the
I'm
sound-
gonna
like the
look at
sound of a
Cedric and
storm.
go- I'm gonna look at Cedric and go, think I should open it or
Well, sounds like one way to find out, I guess.
okay. I'm gonna turn the handle and push it open.
The handle, it takes a little effort, and it creaks, and it kind of like the door takes some effort to actually open it. Kind of pops open, and you're pushing the door open into a drift.
Mm. Yeah. Like a snowdrift?
Yeah.
I'm gonna poke my head around then and look around and see if I see anything in there.
Roll an observation.
Don't fail me. Oh, that's better. Let's see. One success.
Okay. You see a door to the balcony that seems to be closed.
Cedric,
Can
no drift in this room, but the balcony door is closed.
Can I roll an observation?
Yeah. So you're
see what I
awkwardly
can see.
you're awkwardly putting your head through. Actually, could you roll an alchemy?
Oh.
Huh?
Right now.
I love you.
Must be good.
You're pretty good. That's only 2, but I'll take it.
Okay, the shape of the drift looks like it was coming from the door, and you guys just opened the door to a large building. So the pressure possibly changed and slammed some doors.
Nice.
That's information that you would know. You don't have to pass it on, but that's a possibility. So
Right.
that's where your scientific mind would go to be like, that could...
Because we opened one door, the pressure changed and probably could have closed some others.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would pass that on to. I was gonna say everyone, but Fury's the only one here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think when you opens up that door suddenly, some others could have shut. I don't know if it would affect anything that is going on in the room, but just a little observation.
Huh. Well, Okay then. So move on, I guess.
I guess so.
All
We
right.
said
I'll
okay.
close the door. I'm gonna yell down the stairs. Cedric says coast is clear.
So what are you
Oh,
guys
I
I
doing
thought he
while?
meant move on. I thought he meant move on. I thought he meant move on into the room. I want to check out the room. I reopened the door.
Okay.
Of course, ghosts are clear.
Belay
I
that.
want to walk in. You can keep going. You can keep going if you want. I'm going to see if there's anything in here.
Okay. So you're
Can
going
I
into the room. All right.
Around.
check the balcony?
Okay. So are you wanting to open that door to check the balcony, or are you just kind of
Yeah.
looking past?
I'll open it.
Okay. It is. It's a harder open because the wind is blowing from the outside,
Mm-hmm.
and you're actually having to open it to the outside, which is kind of like someone
Okay.
like they put the door on opposite of the way you usually do. Because you usually want things to open in.
Okay.
This one opens out, and you're having to push against the wind, and you're like, you're glad you have your sciencey goggles, and you're wrapped up in your blanket, and your lab coat's still on backwards, if I recall, like a Snuggie, and you're like wrapped up in the blanket from the place because you're still hungover,
Uh-huh.
and you're pushing into it, and you're like, roll an observation.
This is not as good as my. I don't think. Actually, it's not as bad. Do I have one success?
One success. The wind is definitely coming from that direction.
Dang it.
Cool. I think the wind is coming from outside.
Yeah. So then you close the door and you've got like
Wow.
frost like on your goggles, and that
Okay.
little bit of time you're breathing out, there's just like a little bit of frost and stuff on your stash and stuff. You're like
And is there anything else in this room
Well, what
that looks
what are you looking for?
intriguing?
Anything intriguing?
So I mean, I guess out of the ordinary, right? Just because.
Well, with your one success out of the ordinary, there's a snowdrift that kind of looks like a triangle from the door that you just opened. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. So the shape of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it is a little odd that the door did slam and then there's a snowdrift. That's a little
Mhm.
odd, but it's an old house. Things can
Yeah.
do that.
Oh well, I go back out, and I go, coast is clear.
Okay. So what were you doing while he was doing that, Fury?
I was just standing in the doorway watching him. I wouldn't have left him.
The image I got is from Dodgeball. The guy watching the one guy cleaning his tires.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
So Jade and Frederick, what are you two doing?
Watching them be idiots. No, I'm just kidding.
With Claudia. So
I guess we'd probably just take Claudia with us to go see the other where the other door that slammed was. Unless you
Oh, yeah.
Frederick.
okay, so
No, she's an expert at this.
okay, just give me a marching order.
I'll go first.
You'll go first. Okay.
Yeah.
So through the entryway, you walk, and then if you opted, you would have taken a right to go up the steps, but you've taken a left. You're seeing a hallway with really dark woodwork that looks like it was really pretty. Right in the middle, you can still see that it was stained, like a dark walnut. But near the top and the ceiling's kind of coming down, and it's like blackened, like mold. and then the underneath looks like it's a little more white because it looks like there's actually snow inside farther down to the end of the hall where there's a door that's closed.
Well, I guess I'll walk down and open the door.
Okay, so you're hearing the snow underneath your feet, that strange quiet noise, is it like that because it's like a softer powder, and then you hear that and you're pushing the door open, and roll me an observation.
I have 3 successes.
Dang.
Jiminy crickets! You open the door and you're actually it's a very large bedroom, and there was a 4-post bed that is slightly kitty corner to the right, and it's kind of tipped to the side against the wall, and there's a large window to your right, and there's like dilapidated paintings and things, and is there anything else you're looking for other than just
Are there any like knickknacks or anything sitting like?
there might have been, but this place is full of snow.
Are there any footprints or any indication of someone moving through that room recently?
Definitely not. There's different like drift paths. There's like actually snow kind of drifted partially on one of the walls, so that window is busted out, and the door that you opened, you're guessing, is the one that was slammed, because the way the track did do that.
Right.
And you really didn't have to turn the handle to open the door.
Okay. Well, then I would just kind of close the door back and return back to wherever Frederick and
Frederick, Claudia is like holding onto your arm, kind of like behind you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've just got a hand on her, comforting her in a very strictly platonic way.
Okay. Let me
I would
just
approach them and say, I think it was just the wind that slammed the door down here. There's no sign of anybody being here. I mean, recently at least.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Do doors normally slam, Claudia, when you guys come through here for tours?
they slam in multiple of our tours. I'm definitely feeling a presence though. Not
Yeah, that's probably normal.
I'm not used to feeling that during the day.
Can you tell us more about what you're feeling?
It's definitely it's not masculine. It's like a jealous rage. I don't feel very safe. And she's like kind of backing, like trying to back you up, Frederick.
I'm actually just gonna let go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna feign some innocence on that one, and I'm gonna kind of put my hands up and go, "Oh, you feel a strong presence? Oh, okay."
Do you want to roll a deception or a persuasion?
Yeah, you know what? I probably could. We'll go with deception. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So here we go. And 1 success.
Okay. She's like, I'll just wait in the entryway. If you have any questions, I'll be there. And she just kind of walks like right in front of the door, and just kind of holding her bag.
Well, that's something I don't experience often.
I was gonna say the same thing to you.
Yeah.
I guess we should see what the boys are up to.
So
So what are you guys doing? Are you going like room to room or what?
So
I think so.
Fury's gonna look at Cedric and go after the first one. Now what do we do?
I don't know. You went first. I'm following you.
I don't want to cause any trouble, so let's just check out the rest of the rooms and see what we find. And so after that, Fury would just start going, and he'd knock on each door and wait like a half a second, and then just open it.
Yeah, and then Cedric would like peek out from behind him. And then
All right, so someone can lead the observation, and the other one can add an additional dice.
I'll leave.
I have wait. I have what's your observation?
I'm at a 9 with a skill of 2 and a focus of 1.
Ooh, okay. I'm at an 11 with a skill of 1.
I guess I'll leave. You want to assist me?
Okay.
Oof. Let's go with a solid 1 success from that roll.
I did not help on that one.
This next room, the one window that is in the room is boarded up. There is no there's a little bit of snow on the ground, but it looks like you're just kind of going through possibly a hole in that window. There's what probably was a bed, but raccoons probably got into it.
Okay. So after I take a look in there, I'd be like, well, if there were some kind of entity here, would it just make itself known and open the next room?
I mean, we are kind of like just barging into their rooms.
Should we wait longer after I knock and I close the door? Should we wait longer?
No, it's okay. That's our job, I think.
So I just push it right back
Question
open.
mark.
The ghost on the other side is like,
Gonna roll for this next room.
Oh.
Oh, 2 successes in this
Oh,
one.
I got one too.
3 successes. Okay.
We
Awesome.
see the ghost.
You actually see this must have been like a smaller library, and there's shelves full of books.
I would definitely. Fury would walk in there and start looking closer at this room just to get a feel for the books.
Yeah, Cedric's looking at the books, what kind of books they are.
I'm also looking for any kind of maps, nautical or otherwise.
Well, you did have 3 successes. There are some, looked like they're rolled up like scrolls or something on one side to the right, and there is a lot of dust and things on these books, so you're going to have to touch them. Do you touch the map or the book, Cedric and
Yes.
Fury?
Yeah, I like dust off like assuming like you could see the spine of the books, right? You can just
Yep.
dust
So
off the spine.
both
and
of
see
you
the
at the
title.
same time are moving and touching what like a book and a scroll or a map.
Sure.
Okay.
And they both just kind of disintegrate under your hand, and then the book right next to it kind of does the same, and it just kind of like crumples in. You're just like, ugh.
I'm going to wipe my hands very aggressively on my overalls.
Yeah, so you're wiping what's like an ash or a powder on your
Oh.
overalls. The if it wasn't so cold, there might have been a smell, but
That is that's gross.
Is everything in this room like this? And he would go over to like a table or something if there's around and touch something.
there's definitely dry rot going on. But and all the books and all the paper that you touch is definitely
Okay.
that dilapidated. Like the little bit of wallpaper that's in this room that's like a darker. It's a darker color. You really can't distinguish it. It looks more like a brown, and you touch that, and it actually disintegrates the same way.
Mm.
I'm just watching him touch these at this point.
Yeah. Touch that.
I think these are old.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
I want to keep touching because it's sort of satisfying, but I probably shouldn't. And then he like touches another book.
Cedric, we should carry on. I don't want Jay
Okay.
to find us.
He goes, okay, I'm done, and he touches another book and leaves.
As we walk out, I'm gonna look at Cedric and go, "Do you want to open the next door?"
What are you talking about? Look at me, I'm tiny. If we get attacked, then you're at least big.
So Fury's gonna look down at Cedric, and he's gonna have the most satisfied kind of chuckle, and he's gonna go and then open the next door.
And then Cedric does like one of those cartoony why Iona, you know.
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
Fury, you've been walking into rooms, so your harpoon is not on your back. You have to be holding it to be,
Okay.
because otherwise the whole ducking thing is when you'd crouch down, your harpoon would kind of slam into the ground unless you were like holding it on your back, like you know how to
I can
aim
carry
it.
it. Again.
I'm just trying to let you know. The thing's 8 foot long. Like, I'm imagining when I carry an 8 foot long 2x4, how awkward it is through a house. Like, and when I carry it on my shoulder, that's okay. But if you were having it attached to your back, yeah.
I could kick it over my shoulder too, so I'd have it in one arm, and I'd be opening and knocking with the other.
Okay. So, Jade and Frederick, what do you do in this hallway after Claudia leaves you two?
Well, there's only the one door in the hallway, right? Or is there
Yeah.
multiple doors?
That one, it seems to only have one door in the hallway.
Well, I'd say I would probably assume we'd go back to like the main room before the stairs and wait on. Unless you think we should go up the stairs, but otherwise I'd wait on them.
No, we'll wait on them. I want to ask Claudia how old the house is anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You go back to that
Yeah,
area, and you do
right,
see
yeah.
that there is like a dining area across from you.
I can just imagine you guys hear us creaking around and
Yeah,
talking up there.
100% we do imagine.
Yeah.
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 Just clunky boots right above our head. The dust comes down.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see the dust. It's just dunk dunk, and then behind
Yeah.
it's like dunk 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 dunk. It's just
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, yeah, we could go to the dining room.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, here, I'll say this, Frederick. Let's go to the dining room. I think there could be maybe a wine cellar.
I would love to.
oh.
There's a wine cellar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you kind of glance by, and Claudia's just kind of there, like kind of tapping her foot, and like keeps checking her little purse, and just kind of like, I'm not even gonna have you either of you roll an insight because your insight's pretty high. You can tell that she has like almost like tics to keep her calm, and just checking things.
Okay.
And you're definitely used to people that are in stressful situations on the regular have those tendencies.
Yeah.
So you're going through, and It's a double door that you're going through, and one of them is slightly ajar because the top hinge is broken and the bottom hinge is broken, and it's all resting on the middle hinge to the right, and so it's kind of tilted, and
Wow, yeah.
you can walk through without touching the doors, and there's just a grand table. There is piles of dishes like around the table, like about 3 to 4 feet away from it. But you're like, that's a lot of dishes for a single house.
Are they like gross, or are they just like? Obviously, we can't smell them because it's cold, but
They're stacked dirty dishes.
okay.
All right.
And you're guessing like it looks like there's a kitchen farther to your farther in the room to the left. There seems to be another door.
Let's go there.
There, yep. I just imagine Frederick and Jade are like.
Okay, see.
Alrighty.
So you all are heading that way. There are 2 more rooms upstairs in this area, Fury and Cedric. So are you continuing your knocking and opening?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
I would say something like, "There's only 2 rooms left. We're nearly finished."
Wow.
The knocking on every door.
What do
So-
you do? Somebody says, "Hi."
I would say, "Oh, sorry to bother you. We're looking for any non-human entities."
Are you a ghost?
Yeah. So I got to roll observation on it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I got a big fat 1 success, Cedric. So
I got an extra.
Woo, woo. Between the 2 of us, we got 2 successes.
Yeah. My goggles are still fogged.
Hey, you have your stone thing. Fury doesn't know what's on the table, but you can use your stone thingy if you wanted to.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about that thing.
Yeah, come on.
I've been
now.
thinking about it the whole session.
Okay. I don't know if I want to use it on this room. I want to see what this room looks like first.
All right. Well, use it. How about you use it whatever you want? It's your thing.
Yeah, you didn't use that at all last time. Like,
I forgot. I'm
well,
not gonna
you
lie,
guys
I
did,
forgot
but
I
you
had
didn't
that
use
thing.
it at other places. So,
They're just winging it.
It got lost in my pocket.
yep. So, how many successes did everyone have?
2. We got a total of 2.
Okay, 2 successes. This room has. It seems like there were 2 beds. It's the same kind of ripped up kind of situation. The ceiling in an area is kind of busted up and like you can see the like the lattice is broken and something fell through the ceiling.
Okay.
You can see that there is possibly an attic up there with your 2 successes.
I'm gonna walk over in there and I'm gonna poke it with the staff side of my harpoon, not the sharp part. Just poke it and see if it moves.
How long is your? It's 8 feet. How tall are you? You're 6.
I'm like, hang on, I have it written down. I think I'm 16.
Jade would not volunteer to go in the attic, just so everybody.
Okay, so
knows.
you're having to
I wonder
reach.
why.
Attic man.
You're having to reach ridiculously high, and it's not getting in there. These are like 15-foot ceilings.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Well then, that's fine.
Do you want to hold me up and then I hold the harpoon?
No. I'd rather look around for any kind of furniture I could scoot closer. Are the 2 beds still in there?
They're just like broken down and ripped apart by something.
Oh.
I think this is a nice room to use my. So I'm gonna make this. I think Cedric would be standing in the door, and then he would like, just as he's thinking, kind of slide his hand. Oh well. Slide his hands in his pockets. While he's thinking, and then he would feel the he would finally feel the eyeglass and be like, "Oh, I forgot about that," and then pull it out and then use it.
Remember how it works?
It was in like one of those tiny little pockets, like that those that your jeans have or something.
Okay.
Those little tiny sewn pockets. I don't know.
Do you remember how it works?
I remember I have to give some resolve.
You have
and
to.
then I roll
You actually have to roll a discipline,
discipline.
and you have to have a certain number of
I
successes.
thought I had to give resolve. Okay.
Well, the thing is, if
where's my
you fail a 2 discipline, you need 2 successes on a discipline. If you fail that, you take a certain number of despair.
Haichi. Okay, and then I will get another dice.
Oh, you're giving me a dread. Oh.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's get the first 2. It was at 20, and then it flipped over to 2. So that is okay, and then 2 successes.
He needs to fight a goblin or something.
I got 2 2s and a 12.
So 2 successes total?
Yep.
Okay. So, you kind of mentally prep yourself for that strange sensation of when you're looking through this. You breathe in, and you put the monocle up to your eye, and you open up, and you're looking at Fury. Because you haven't looked at Fury through this.
Oh, you're right. He's new.
And there's like a strange bluish. It's like it's not a halo because it's right around where his eyes are, but it's just a glowing light that keeps going around this area around his head. And
a lighthouse.
Well, kind of. And his harpoon has a strange reddish hue from the tip. Then as you're looking around, well, actually, that was your discipline. Let's roll. You need to roll a sorcery, if you recall. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
We're just gonna let this one roll.
Frog, while he's rolling, let the Fury's just looking at him with his harpoon. He's like, what
So I've got no successes and a crit fail.
Oh, I'm about to kill my first monster.
So, you rolled a natural 20, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're actually starting to walk into the room and looking around, and you kind of pay attention to Fury as you're walking in, and then you start looking around, and then you look up into the attic.
Oh.
And as you're looking up into the attic, a raccoon jumps out from the attic onto your face.
Oh, God dang.
And it must be like 30 pounds. It's like, it's like scratching at you and everything. I need you to roll a parry to try to get a raccoon off your face.
Oh my God.
You're gonna die.
My parry is bad. This raccoon is not coming off.
He's got rabies.
Let the record show Fury goes, ugh! Also, depending on
I don't have a focus or a skill. I got a nat 1, so that's only 1 success.
1 success.
Fury would walk over to Helm. It
Okay.
would be a very calm walk.
Okay, so Cedric, what you do is because you have the monocle in your hand, and you like grab a hold of its leg and you just throw it across the room, and like you're starting to run out of the room, barely holding onto the monocle, and Fury starts like going towards you to help. And do you run out of the room too, Fury, or is it just Cedric running out of the room?
Just Cedric. Yeah, Fury would not be it. He would first be startled, but then he would realize it's a small little furry thing, and he's no longer.
Okay, so as this thing lands and kind of like the down in the bed that it hits kind of fluffs up, it jumps out and it lunges at you.
Is it like running at the ground at me, or does it jump?
It would jump at you. So
I'm gonna try to basically. I don't know if the word is parry or if it would be acrobatics, but I basically just try to step out of the way.
you could do acrobatics, or like parry would be actually kind of knocking it away with your weapon.
Harpoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so
Okay.
roll a parry then.
Hopefully it does better than mine.
That's some coordination, I think. Yeah.
I got a nat 1 too on that, but it does nothing.
No, Steve. So I got 3 successes because I'm focusing it. So
All right, so you bank. There's 2 momentum at the moment, and so you pop it away without really like hurting it, but it still is gonna come at you because you didn't really hurt it.
man, I really don't want to kill this thing.
Shut the door.
He's gonna say, "Darn you!" and he's gonna try to like hop over it to go out of the room because he doesn't want to step on it and hurt it.
Roll an
it
acrobatics.
Out the window.
Okay.
Throw it out the window.
That'll be 1 success. Yeah, just 1.
Okay, you get out of there and you slam the door and you hear a boom as it hits the door, and like the bottom of the door kind of like creaks in for a second. You're like, that thing is stout, and it's like scratching at the door.
I like that thing. What do you call that thing? And I'm gonna look over at Cedric, who I imagine's probably got some blood.
Yeah, he's got some scratches on him.
You fared well. And I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder.
It's a little sore.
I do not like the tiny burglars.
Well,
He sombers to the next door.
I'll go with him, kind of chuckling a little. You just better pray we don't have to go up in that attic space.
I'm not going up there. You are.
So Jade and Frederick, you hear like a thud, so like almost like screaming and like dancing feet, and like thud, and then like a and all kinds of noises from upstairs.
Jade's gonna turn to Frederick and go, "You think that's urgent?"
Wait for it. No.
No thanks.
Claudia runs in like behind you, Frederick and Jade. She's like, "What's going on?"
I think they just found a thing.
What?
Probably an animal.
Yeah. It's probably very exciting for them, but I don't think it's what we're looking for.
Yeah, me screaming.
Yeah.
It's definitely not life or death situation.
Okay.
Don't be too worried.
Well, I guess I'll go back to where I was standing. Now, you guys, there's... you open the door, and it's a kitchen. It's a...
Hmm.
I'm gonna look through the cabinets.
Okay, roll a... you can roll a thievery or an observation.
I have 3 successes with thievery.
Okay, so you're going through the first few cabinets, you're not really finding anything, and then you open this one drawer, and it has a strange feel to it. and you kind of tap it a little bit, and it has a false bottom.
I'm gonna pull that false bottom out.
Okay. And that,
Just like that, like shamelessly.
so you pull the false bottom out, and there's definitely like a dried up dead mouse in there.
Oh,
Gross.
And there's like there was like a glass there's a glass vial in there with some like interesting liquid in it. The cork had been eaten off.
Interesting. And that there's nothing else in the drawer.
No. But you rolled high enough to find it. So
dang.
When I found it, I would show Frederick that there was a vial of mysterious liquid here at one point.
Oh. Ooh, you know that reminds me of the last kind of vials that we had seen.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
I don't like that. So Frederick will take the vial and smell it.
roll a resistance.
Oh no. It's worth it. I don't know why it's worth it, but it's worth it. Okay. And just one success.
You're like, oof. It's like really putrid. It's like because you haven't smelt anything since you've really like gotten out of the sleigh because it's been so cold, and you're just getting a wafting of just something that's toxic, like really like a strong cleaning, like almost like ammonia or a bleach, like the weird that like it burns your nostrils.
Wow. That's wow. Let's keep this for Cedric.
Great idea.
Yay!
Is there another door through the kitchen, or is the kitchen the last?
There is another door.
We're going to that door then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
See if there's a one.
Okay. Now, Cedric and Fury, you knock on the last door. You open it. There's steps going up.
Oh,
Fury just chuckles. You think your little friends are up there?
good lord, I hope not. I was about to say check for the tiny burglars.
Fury, he kind of readjusts his harpoon so it's more like a parrying stance, and he says, I won't hurt you if you don't hurt me. I'll be getting out of your hair. I don't like hurting little critters, so just watch out now. And he'll start walking up the stairs.
I would say Cedric's got like his knife in his left hand, which is his real hand, and then his right hand kind of like at a diagonal in front of his face,
Okay.
just like as for blocking.
Okay. So Fury,
Oh, sorry.
Fury, you're going up those steps, and it's pretty dark up there. The only light is really kind of coming from that the room farther down, like where that hole. You can see the hole, and the light's coming from there.
Okay, let me see.
I don't have anything to light it up.
I have matches, so
You
I'll
could light it
set
up.
I'm going to be in the light. I'm going to set the harpoon up against the wall. I'm going to take out my matchbook and just light the match and see if it helps me see anything in the dark.
Okay. So you light this match, and we're gonna cut to Jade and Frederick opening a door that leads down.
Whoa.
Hey,
We're going opposite.
is the wine cellar? She would turn to Frederick.
Ratatouille music starts playing.
It's either the wine cellar or the dungeon, but I'm hoping it's the wine cellar. I'm excited for that. It's from the kitchen. It can't be the dungeon, of course.
It's a little impractical to put your dungeon off of the kitchen, wouldn't you say?
I understand completely. If I had a dungeon, I'd put it in the back of the fireplace.
Yes. Agreed.
Thank you. Wow.
So I think Jade still has a lantern.
Okay.
So they will proceed with a lit lantern because she
Okay.
has magic.
Okay, so you light your lantern and you start going down
Wow.
these steps, and there's frost all on these stones on the walls, and you're going down, and there's a large area, and there's 2 doors in this basement, and like there's one to the right, and then there's one to the left on the other opposite walls. So you've got one to the far, and then one to your right. But there's shelves that are kind of busted down. There's multiple, you're guessing used to be sacks just kind of laying there, kind of eaten through.
Interesting. I guess the question now is right or left.
Let's go left.
Actually, gonna be a group.
I can. I think left is. I can't remember which eye Frederick is blind in.
It's your right eye that is missing because it was your dominant eye.
Yeah, that's it. See, and that's why Frederick would now pick left.
Okay, so you're going to the left door. So as you're walking up to the left door, your hand is going onto it to open it. And we're going to go back to Fury and Cedric. And so as you're looking around with your match, you see some slight movement, like far past that hole in the far corner. Like there's just movement, like just past like good lighting. So you're gonna have to go towards it.
Okay, can I tell if it's a small thing moving, or I can't tell that at all?
No.
Okay, so Fury's gonna slide. He's gonna reach his other hand and grab his harpoon, and he's gonna hold that match up, and he's just gonna start walking towards it.
Well,
He's gonna say,
Well, 1 second. You don't have a whole bunch of time with a match, so.
Oh.
I'm gonna start walking towards it, and I'm just gonna say, if you're a little critter, I mean you no harm.
Like it's gonna respond.
So as you're kind of walking up, it's definitely moving. You're having kind of trouble like seeing it because the light of your match keeps flickering, and your match goes out.
I just pull out another one and light it real quick.
Okay, so as you now roll me an observation.
Oh no. Do I assist because I'm with him?
Yeah.
Oh, you're up there with
Yeah, I'm with him. I'm like right behind him.
I got 2
Okay.
successes.
I can't help.
Oh, well,
I
that's
can't
good.
see. I can't see.
Okay, so you light up this second match, and you see like something glimmering there. You see something glimmering there, and we're gonna cut to Jade as she's opening the door in the cellar, and you're putting your lantern out to look. Roll me an observation.
getting a little scared. I have two successes. I have about 2 observations.
that would be okay. You're looking in, and there's things hanging from the ceiling, like multiple chains and hooks, and there are old carcasses like that are like super dried up and kind of mummy looking, just kind of hanging there.
Are they animal carcasses?
You'd have to get closer to see.
Jade would look at
No.
Frederick. Do you think we should go inside?
Did, yeah, he's good. But Frederick is gonna pull out his gun right there.
Which gun?
Jade suit.
We'll do the new ones that he got, the Navy revolver with putrid rounds.
Okay.
Jade would also pull out one of her pistols with the lantern.
Okay. So you're going up to one of the larger carcasses hanging there. If you could roll me a medicine as we cut to Fury. As you're seeing those kind of those little lights, I've got your match. Those little lights kind of looking back at you, and they're starting to move around. The shape that you were seeing must have been a blanket or something, and then it kind of moves away as you see a large number of rodents and raccoons that were trying to keep warm, all looking at you. And they're starting to scatter underneath your feet, trying to go down the steps, because you opened the one way that they could get out, and they're trying to get past you, and your match goes out.
It's your little friends.
And
It's
you're
your
getting-
little friends.
and you're getting
Cedric
like they're
is
crawling
just
up
like-
your legs and stuff like that, Fury, because they're trying to get away, and you're warm. So they're like,
Oh, hello, my little friends.
And it's-
You can just push him away from his face, but he wouldn't be mean.
okay,
So
roll,
He actually cares about little things like this.
okay,
So
roll
he
a
should-
parry.
Stabbing at the ground.
Roll a parry.
Roll a parry. Please. Oh no! Wait, hey, look at this. That'll be 3 successes.
Okay, you're batting him away as one of them's trying to go into your sleeve, and you're like kicking it away, like keeping away. And they're running down. Some of them are starting to just spill over the edge into that hole, and you're hearing and like this, and they're screeching. Like there's some of them are squirrels, some of them are rats, and like there's definitely some raccoons up here too. And Cedric. Roll a melee since you were stabbing at the ground and see if you're actually hitting anything.
Oh, please give me a good roll. Just barely 2 successes.
Okay, you've got that strange feeling that your glove is beginning to get wet, like warm wet.
Oh,
Now, Jade, what did Frederick and Jade roll? We're going back to them.
I rolled 1 for medicine.
Yeah, I also rolled a 1.
So you have a 2 total. There's this something is hanging upside down that is missing a head. Doesn't have hands or feet. Looks kind of humanoid. But
It would be one of those things where Jade's like, back at Frederick, like, you see those two?
Yeah, I mean it could be a kind of looks like a well, what do you think it is?
Well,
because
And I'll
both of you,
confer if I think it's the same thing.
because both of you are definitely thinking that looks like a person without hands or feet or a head.
Jade would clear her throat. She would.
Or skin. There's no skin on it.
Jade would clear her throat and she would go, well, I'm just gonna be transparent here. I think it might have been a person at one point.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ooh.
I was really hoping you'd say pig or deer, but yeah, I think
Yeah, I was also wishing it was
A Wendigo.
here. But it looks more like a torso.
What? Maybe we should get Cedric.
Yeah, you know what? We're not doctors.
Cedric is having his own problems right now.
Yeah. Cedric's a doctor. Cedric would know.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you're using my doctor knowledge. Yes.
So
You guys will go get Cedric, and it's just rats.
so you're
I think we agree it would be best to go get Cedric.
so you're
Yeah.
so you're turning around and going back up, or not going into that other door.
Ugh.
Mm,
Well, I mean, I guess while we're there, we can check the room.
Yeah, that does sound tempting. As adventurers that need to loot everything, an unopened door cannot be left.
That's right.
Okay, so
Don't come back.
so as you're opening that other door, that's when you hear a gut wrenching scream from upstairs. And Fury and Cedric, you hear it from downstairs.
Sucker.
Well, I guess at that point, I would probably venture to say that Frederick and Jade would be booking it up the stairs.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
Oh,
we haven't
she's
heard
screaming
yet.
because of the rats, for sure.
We don't know that.
Nope.
We do. I'd still run out though.
It's totally dark going down the steps, so you gotta roll an acrobatics.
Oh no!
Fury was good. Fury was
Wait!
before he walked.
Did I ever figure out why my hand was wet first?
Yeah, I got something I want to roleplay if you did.
It's probably blood.
Well, you're smart enough. You're stabbing the ground where there's rats, squirrels, and other things. Yeah, it's definitely blood. It's warm, wet.
Did I get any? Are they dead?
It's dark because Fury didn't light another match.
I would do it now.
That's
Stampede.
another match.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I would light it and hold it up so we can see.
okay, you light another match, and Cedric, like from his mid-thigh down, is just splattered with blood, and his left hand is just covered, and his right one looks like he bludgeoned a bunch of these things to death, and like there's chunks of it, like there's a mouse stuck between his prosthetic pinky and his ring finger that's just there, just kind of hanging around, and like he's looking up to you all crazy-eyed. Did I get any?
Is there one? is there one that's like not in mashed taters?
Yeah, there's one like you. It looks like you paralyzed it, and it's trying to crawl away with its front.
Oh
Oh.
my God.
I would kill that as clean as possible. Wrap
Okay.
it up and put it in my satchel.
I got
He says he's dead. I'm pretty sure you broke his spine.
Before you get time to wrap him up, Fury would walk over to you. He would stab his harpoon in the ground, and he would lean down over where all the critters are, and he would look up at you and go, "Landlubbers." And then he'd pull out another match and light it.
This
Okay,
is
so-
science, my friend, not landlubbing.
Meanwhile,
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jade and Frederick are booking it. Like you ran partially through those dishes, so you hear and like the piles of dishes kind of fling out of the way, and you see Claudia like kind of like holding onto a wall sconce, holding herself up, screaming as like there's these rodents that are just coming down the steps and just like slamming into the door, trying to find a way out.
That's disgusting.
ugh,
Jade would
Frederick
go to
finds
the
something to
front
kick.
door. Jade would go to the front door as quickly as possible and just open the door.
Okay. So you're having to run past some of these, and you open the door, and they start going past you. Like some of them run partially up the wall, like the door, a little bit, but they get out, and then they go into the snow. And like when an animal goes out there, and it's like, then looks back at you, like it's most likely the best option to possibly go back. A lot of them do that.
Shut the door.
So I'm guessing you slam the door, and you're hearing your driver start cussing.
I'm sure by now we would be walking down
I
the
forgot he was there.
So you guys are
Is
walking
everybody-
down the steps now.
Yeah.
Actually, this makes it even
Mm,
funnier
yeah.
because Cedric's like covered in blood.
So you see
I would
him.
help him
like over the banister, like you see them, like they look fine over the banister. Then he starts coming down the steps, and you're seeing all this blood all over Cedric.
Are you okay?
Did you see my little friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're both friends.
Well, they aren't my friends, but I got one. And he like opens his pack and shows the little lump and then shuts it. I'm going to use that later for science.
Speaking of science, Cedric, Frederick and I found something that we were hoping you could take a look at.
It's we have little untrained eyes, but we believe that you have the knowledge.
Because you're a doctor, and
Yeah.
Ooh.
doctors, I would imagine a distinguished doctor like yourself, but no.
Wow.
A very distinguished and
What?
educated that went to a university.
Well, he like stands up a little bit taller. He goes, well, I mean, if you put it that way, I guess I did
Hey.
very good in studies.
And
Very
it's
well,
not
then I will
just-
go check out what you want me to see.
And it's not just one thing that we couldn't identify on our own. It's two things.
Wow. I guess you would need a professional, would you?
Yes.
We-
a professional
yes.
opinion.
Okay. Show me the way. I will look at it.
Sure. You
I
want to
guess
give them the burn now, or
We'll wait.
yeah.
Jay would lead the way back.
I gotta see it.
All right.
Fury would follow, and
So you lead through the eerie dining room, through the kitchen, and then down into the basement. And then into the room with the hanging chains and the...
Well, before we go in, so I'd have the lantern and I'd be standing at the door and I'd wait for like the group basically, and then I'd be like, Cedric, if you don't mind, you
He,
I understand. Yes.
he sees these hanging bodies,
Yep.
right? And you would think like someone would be terrified, but he like twiddles his only human fingers and goes, ooh, and then like shuffles towards them, and he wants to investigate.
Okay, roll a medicine.
I want to give you some
Or, yeah. All right.
Here we go.
he's like, I don't know what it is either.
This should be very good, very good. Ooh. Okay, and then one more. That goes 4.
4 successes.
wow.
Okay,
That's how they die.
1. Yep. I have a very good medicine check.
That's
He brings
amazing.
them back to life.
I don't think they want to be brought back. With
Arms are cut.
Arms are
This
cut.
is listen. This is the only time the team has actually went, "You're a doctor. I need you." He is putting it all into this.
He's like, don't mess this
No,
up.
it's at least the second because I grabbed Cedric for it was in Bon Agua.
Yeah, we've grabbed Cedric multiple times. I just don't think we've actually been like, well, because you're a doctor.
Yeah.
We
Oh
just-
yeah,
I texted you. I texted you, Cedric, some information.
And you said this was a human body being hung.
Is that what you think it is?
Well,
inquiring minds want to know.
this is not a human. It's
Good.
even scarier.
What?
It's a bear.
Ooh.
Yes, it's just a big old bear.
There are
I would
bears.
still like to keep looking at it.
Fury just gives a big whistle.
Is that yeah?
Are all these bears?
Was would my check? Is that only for that one, or do I have to
Well,
check
no,
them all?
you're looking around. Like the other things are just hunks of like dried. Like the initial thing that they saw was definitely the full carcass of a skinned, depawed and de-headed black bear, which when it's hung looks like a skinned person.
Wow.
Yes, this is
And then
I could understand.
and then there's
but is it
chunks of
definitely a bear?
what you're
Sorry.
guessing are probably pig, because the
Mm,
it's a lot of larger game, and it is a little odd that there's so much, and it's
How,
also dried.
Can I tell how old it is?
Oh, it's like almost mummified, and you're like, why didn't something
okay.
eat this? Like what? Like it like you do the you had a high enough check. You actually smell it. You're like, it was like almost, it was kind of like salted with something. Like, oh, they didn't salt it. The idiots used lye. So nothing's gonna touch that thing, and it just kind of dried it up.
Well,
Yeah.
is this all you wanted me to see?
It was. No, we have one more thing that we'd love to show you.
Oh.
And Frederick's gonna like take out the vial and just kind of like wave it around.
Oh.
For you, monsieur.
Roll an alchemy.
I wish I had my camera on to show you, but he just like this,
Yeah.
takes it. And he goes, Goose goes poison.
Poison or Cusco.
Cusco's poison.
I'm gonna build a
Oh
car
yeah.
next time.
3 successes. One with the focus and one regular.
This is definitely like a mixture of like turpentine and a few other things that is most likely used to do some major cleaning or killing of small things.
Hmm. Well,
And it's pretty dried up, so there's like not much. And
we could use this little bit to either, I don't know, clean the kitchen or maybe kill our new little creatures that's there.
We're not killing any more of those things.
Au contraire. He changes languages.
I understood that.
Wow. That's
I got that.
He whispers to Frederick, that's all I know.
I understood that reference.
There is one more route. We've yet to open the door.
Yeah. I bet.
Opening doors is not
I
my
bet
job.
you- No, I bet you'd love to do that. You'd feel very honored and appreciated if we.
No.
allowed you.
Fury opens up all the doors upstairs, so he can continue doing that.
You mean to tell me that we opened up like 6 doors and fought a bunch of things in an attic, and y'all ain't even opened both of these doors yet? He walks over and just puts it right open.
There was a body. It looked like a person. I can deal with the zombies, but I didn't want to.
Oh. Do I have to investigate this body? Medicine?
You,
We don't what's behind the door yet.
What?
Yeah, do I need to do observations since I pushed that
Oh,
door?
I thought you said there was a body in. I thought Jeff was saying there was a body in this new room.
No, I was
No,
explaining to
oh,
you
oh,
why
oh.
we were acting the way we
Oh,
were.
we're
My
waiting.
bad.
you
My observation, I got 2 successes.
2 successes.
If I needed to roll.
You kind of like flung the door open, and you don't have a light, so you're relying on Jade's. Unless you're right behind him, Jade. Are you helping in that way, or?
I would have, because I would have realized that I have the only light, and if I don't go, then we ain't seeing nothing. So I would
Okay.
have followed.
You fling this door open, and it's just like a dirt cove. It looks like they were building another area, like digging it, and they just stopped.
Jade would look at Frederick. Yeah. Do you think this would have been the dungeon?
It should have been the dungeon. It might still be.
It's true.
Yeah. They could have buried it.
That's a really good point.
So it's just a giant underground room, essentially, or does it lead outside the building to a construction that was abandoned?
It just looks like they were digging.
We're in a basement right now.
Oh.
Hmm.
Does it look like they were digging up or trying to bury something?
You only got 2 successes. Looks like they were digging.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's fair.
It looks like they dug it. They built the stone wall, and then they added this door in, and they were trying maybe adding on digging.
Okay.
Should I use my
I think you should.
thingy?
So far, there's a bunch of rats and
Okay. Cedric peeks around Fury. Ed would like
I'd
fill
step
up his
out,
little monocle.
make a show of it.
Okay. Roll me the discipline and sorcery. And I think we did say that you were spending at least 1 despair for each use. So
I got 1 success on the discipline. The sorcery.
only 1 success.
My sorcery.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I will get another dice for the sorcery.
Okay.
Because why not? Okay. 2 successes on the sorcery.
Awesome. So you're looking into this dirt alcove.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like spooky.
You got your 2 successes, and as you're looking into this dirt alcove, there's nothing odd about it.
the heck?
Well, that was a waste of time, and he puts it back in his little pocket.
Or you just look at the bear when you.
Yeah.
Listen, do you want to look at the bear? It hurts my eyes.
I'll look. You already have it on.
Yep.
It's too late.
Around.
Oh, great. Okay, I have to deal with it. Okay, fine. I will look at the bear.
All right, so I won't have you re-roll everything. You had enough successes. So you're looking at the bear,
Okay.
and like you see like a barely like a little bit of light around it. That it still had like yeah. So where the head was, there's just a slight bluish green glow that looks kind of like an upside down bear head, and it turns to you and just kind of looks for a second, and then just kind of dissipates.
Well, I could make out a head. Its head was like back, and it like looked at me and went away.
See,
That's all I really got.
That's
What do we do, Magic Man?
What
Looking
is
at
that
Frederick.
thing? Fury's gonna point at your eyeglass. What is that thing?
And he like holds it out for him to take.
oh my gosh.
Okay, you didn't warn him, so he's just gonna grab it and look through it right at you. What do I have to roll?
Yep.
Roll a discipline first, and then a sorcery.
Okay. Oh wait,
Fun.
woo! Okay, I rolled a 19 and a 20, but I'm gonna use my talent to re-roll a dice.
Okay.
Oh,
That's Let's just hope we don't get into combat today,
His
folks.
head was about to explode.
Okay, so I got one success, and now I have to roll a sorcery.
Do you have a focus in discipline?
I do.
Okay. So roll your
19 would have.
roll your
Okay.
sorcery.
Okay. I got no successes in the sorcery.
Oh. By resolve.
Yep. You take 2 despair,
Okay.
and you take 2 despair as well, Cedric, because to use it you do pay for that. Actually, no, there'll be 4 total. Sorry,
right.
Fury.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. You would.
Yeah, you pay the you pay the despair. Remember, you can't regain it until you're actually doing like a carousing phase. You may not have had the successes for the sorcery, but you're looking through and you're having like a strange headache sensation, and you're seeing an apparition of a woman behind Frederick. You're seeing a large dog, flaming dog, right next to Jade, kind of like looking at you and kind of like growling like. And then you look at Cedric, and he slightly opens his mouth, and his teeth are not normal human teeth. They're like
No.
needly, and they're like shark teeth, and his eyes are totally black.
I want to say Cedric's like chuckling because and not to him but to everybody else, he chuckles and goes, "It always gets him the first time."
So Fury's gonna just lower it, and well, I can see why you guys are the ones hired for the job. And he's just gonna hand it back over to Cedric,
Takes it and puts it back in his pocket.
and then he's gonna point at each one of them and go, "All of you owe me a good tale."
I owe you nothing, sir. And he snaps.
Like snaps?
Yeah.
I'll do an exchange.
All right. Sure. I could explain it to you, but it's going to take a while.
I would prefer not to tell my story.
We'll eventually be on a train back to town, so I'm sure we'll have time.
If you survive.
Anyways, so is this? Did we do what we were supposed to do? Because there's nothing like here.
We saw a bear head.
No, this is just the start.
Frederick, do you want to see Bearhead?
Yes, but
Okay,
I intend. No. I don't want to look through that. I intend on seeing him a different way if need be.
Must be
I shall
nice.
raise his spirit from beyond. But only if we have an enemy that we need to defeat. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm really not in the mood to fight a bear right now, so like a spirit
Who
bear.
isn't there a fight?
no,
with
no,
bears?
no. The spirit
we
bear is
have a
going to
ton
be
of-
fighting for us.
we might have we could use one of the raccoons as one of our enemies. The one that's in that
No,
other
no.
room.
No.
They're in the attic.
No, that one. The thing is that thing ripped through the door with the other things falling through. So there's a hole in that door. That's how they got out. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess at this point we need to probably go up and talk
Check
to
on Claudia
Claudia.
and head to the next spot.
Yep.
What time is it now? Because I'm assuming, unless anyone has anything else to do, we could be walking up towards Claudia. Is it closer to noon now? Because we left in the morning.
Definitely closer to noon because it took quite a while to get there, and it's taken quite a bit of time you searching things out.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we didn't find really much here, so
Frederick, just roll me an occultism.
ooh,
Okay.
Oh, you never checked any magic stuff, Frederick? Come on. I'm
Nope.
just kidding.
No, I didn't want to accidentally summon 2 giant scorpions.
It was one, and I did it twice. Thank you very much.
You kill the same
a
people.
classic.
That still only counts as one.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a dread. For
Okay.
sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, none of that. Okay, so a big 20 and one success.
Oof.
He does summon a scorpion.
I am gonna summon a scorpion, it turns out.
So you rolled a natural 20. Oh
Yeah.
boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
Momentum. I wish I could give them to you, but I can't. Sorry, my friend.
Okay.
Oh,
So
mean thing.
you're kind of being distracted by you're feeling some warmth on your neck.
Mm.
And and you're like hearing like weird whispers and stuff. But you do have this strength, like just with that single success, you're like, it is during the day. It could be the wrong time. If it's a spirit, there's like a certain time that or a date that could actually awaken them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the phase of the moon today?
That was okay. That was February.
Just bear with me a little longer, babe.
I'm about to summon that bear myself.
We're gonna sick it on Fury.
Hey,
Yeah.
what?
Bring it on!
Here, Fury, it's your initiation.
I mean, he's almost got a bear spear.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. You know what's funny is he would go like headlong against it. If any of the three you were like, you have to stab that bear, you're the only one that can do this, he'd be like, okay. He'd
I
just
know.
charge right in. I can't wait for you guys to see his gun. He hasn't had to pull it out yet. I can't wait for you to see it.
Put that thing away.
Put that thing back where it came from.
Or so help me.
It's like,
That's what she said.
Okay, so it's a Tuesday, and it's
Yes.
a waning gibbous.
Outstanding.
That's what I
It's
thought.
good to know. It's good to know.
And the whispering that you're kind of hearing that's distracting, you're hearing something about the tub in your room.
The what? The tub? Oh,
Little
okay.
Penny.
Yeah, the tub in my room.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Mhm. Man, Jeff's got the Riz and both.
Yeah,
No, whatever.
Wait, are we still at the mansion?
Yeah, we're there.
He's planting seeds.
Someone's talking about the tub in his room? At the...
Who do you think that is?
Someone.
I mean, I think I
Some-
know. Right. No, I get that. Like, how down bad you gotta be when you think you're about to die and you start talking about his tub?
Man, death would be closer.
Yeah.
You're right. So after I think I'm about to die, I'm immediately gonna think about Risen taking you to the bathtub.
Get my son.
So anyway, we make it up to Claudia. At this point, I would want to ask where the next place is.
Frederick, take one for the team.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
She's not there.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I step outside.
Okay,
and she's out there.
So roll an observation to.
I would have stepped to the doorway with her.
I have 2 successes.
Okay, you see her looking through the window of the sleigh. Looks like she got cold.
Okay. Okay, good deal. Good deal. But I guess we're getting in the sleigh.
All right. Well, I'll follow you off.
I'd go and get in the sleigh. Because I imagine Jade is probably not enjoying the cold, so
Mm-mm.
she'd be in the sleigh very quickly.
I get in the sleigh. The dogs are barking.
Okay, so you're
I put
all
my foot on the top before I got in, just for the record.
okay. So you're in the sleigh and you ask her, "Where's the next one?"
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's actually a warehouse, kind of by I guess would be a harbor. I guess it would be called. So like we'll be going there next. It's gonna take a bit. We'll get there around like close to supper time.
Okay.
And the only reason
At that.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry.
no, what was that?
At that point, Fury would open up one of the pockets of his overalls and pull out some old ship saltine crackers and munch on a few of them.
Claudia definitely looks at you like, and well, did you
Yeah, I'm sure everybody.
did you find anything?
We're still coming to conclusions.
Okay.
How long ago would you say he disappeared? Just to refresh my memory.
It was in August.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How old is this house?
The one we just left.
Yes.
I believe that was built in 1840. But it was I think it was after it was built, it was just abandoned.
Do you think they meant to leave the route down there unfinished?
I really don't know.
Frederick, were you saying something?
Well, it wasn't abandoned after it was finished.
What do you mean?
It's lived in.
By the critters?
No, there was dirty dishes, and there was hung meat downstairs.
So.
Well, there was two families that lived in there after it was finished, but then it was soon after abandoned.
It's an abnormal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Were they large families?
I think they were not large families. The second one was a husband, wife, and I think 1 or 2 children. And the first one was maybe 3 or 4 children. So not super large.
What happened to the families? Why'd they leave?
Well, the husband killed them all, and each time.
Yep.
Oh, right,
Pay attention.
right.
And you said you felt a female or a non-masculine presence
Yes,
when you.
and I'm feeling it kind of again when you all entered the the sleigh. I wasn't feeling it prior.
Oh, I wonder if she's feeling. This is above table.
Yeah, she's definitely
Yeah.
feeling.
Yes. That's I know. Frederick is trying to find a way to like explain it.
Change the subject. I gotta change the subject.
Oh,
Oh, I've got something. Maybe Cedric goes, "Oh, maybe that's what you're feeling is my love potion I have," and he whips out his love potion that he still has from a couple sessions ago.
And as you're pulling that out of your alchemy pack, that's where we'll end this session.
No.
Ooh.
About to have a love fest.
Oh no.
oh no.
Please.
It's the super strong.
It is corked up.
Yeah.
It is safe, I would hope. No.
Well, we're in a sleigh, moving sleigh.
It
so-
should be corked up. Okay. Cedric corks up his schnapps and his
in his potions.
potions.
All right.
Okay. Did everyone have fun?
Yes.
Okay.
Did a really good job at building. Like, I really thought for sure we were gonna get murked by something this time. Or we just built it.
I love getting to build out some character relationship between Cedric and Fury. That was fun.
Awesome. Well, what we'll do is
Close to the end.
we'll end the stream now, and then we'll see you guys next time.
All right.